Namaste and welcome to a presentation on debentures under accounting of shares and debentures. This is an illustration which talks of redemption of debentures as related to its issue. As you will see, there are 6 situations of which it is issued at par, subsequently it is issued at a discount, and it is issued at a premium. Other than this, there are no other options. Par, discount and premium. Last one is also at a discount. But when it comes to redemption, there are only 2 options, at par or at a premium. Premium may be of different types. How do we pass entries when it is issued at par and redeemed either at par or at a premium? One point you have to remember: whenever you are issuing, you are receiving X amount of money, say 100 rupees you are going to receive. When you redeem, you are repaying. When you repay, you may pay 100 or you may pay 110, let us suppose. That is, this is at par and this is at a premium. There is no question of repaying at a discount, because nobody will give money to a company if it were to give at a later date a price lower than what it is prevailing at the time of issue. Therefore, in respect of issue, there are 3 situations: par, discount and premium. When it comes to redemption, it can be at par or at a premium. Let us see each of the situation and find out what generalization we can make for a better grasp. Let us take the first situation. The illustration says there are 1 lakh shares which are being issued and its face value is 100. For the sake of convenience, we are showing the figures in thousands, and hence for all calculations you can consider it as 100 into 100. 100,000. Instead of 1 lakh, take it as 100. 100 into 100 is the par value. Issue of 12% 1 lakh debentures at 100 each at par, redeemable at par. If what you receive is what you pay and both are at face value, the transaction is very simple. You receive money, you receive 100, you pay 100, and in this case 100,000 into 100, 10,000. You receive money, cash, bank account debit, and it is against issue of debentures, which is a liability which is credited. This is regarding the first situation, simple, straightforward. Therefore, if it is redeemable at par, there is absolutely no complication. Then let us take the second one. Issued at a discount, redeemable at par. Once again, there is no complication if the redemption is at par. And if it is at a discount, you receive something less, and the difference between the face value and what you receive less is called discount, which is a loss, and which is a loss incurred not on redemption. Loss is incurred at the time of issue of debentures. Therefore, your expense is discount on issue of debentures. Let us go to the section. 12, 1 lakh of 100 each, figure shown in 1000, therefore 100 into 100. 10% discount. If it is fully priced, I would have received 100. Since it is 10% discount, it is at 90 rupees. 90 into 100, I have received 9,000. 9,000 is what is received by cash, that is bank account. What is the discount? Discount is 10. 10 into 100, 1,000. What is it? It is the loss incurred by me or discount incurred by me on the issue of debentures. It is a simple thing. Expense debited. It is an expense or loss to me. I have debited it. And credit to debenture account. This is a simple entry that we pass. If you look into, there is basically no difference between the two situations except there is a discount or loss on issue of debentures. You can call it loss account or you can call it a discount account. Then let us go to third situation where we issue at a premium, once again redemption at par. As we understood, if the transaction involves redemption at par, absolutely no complication. In that case, account it here. If it is at a premium, in the previous case, if it is a discount, you receive 10 rupee less, 10% less. Here you receive 10% more, which is a gain. Credit it. This is what the entry says. Issue of 12% 1 lakh debentures of 100 each at 10% premium. You receive more. 110 rupees you receive. 100 into 110 is 11,000. And your debenture face value remains the same, 10,000 rupees. Debenture account is credited and I have received something extra, which is credited to securities premium account. These are the three entries which we pass when the debenture is issued at par, at a discount and at a premium, and redemption is at par. This point you have to remember very, very clearly. So long as the redemption is at par, the entries have absolutely perfect simplicity. It is straight and direct. Let us go to the fourth situation. In case of 4, it is issued at a premium, means I receive 10% more. I receive 110 rupees. And redeemable at a premium of 105, means when I repay 5 rupees more. There are three things here now. One, face value. Face value is 100. Another one is premium received. I receive premium of 10 rupees extra. I know how to account it. This premium is credited to securities premium account. Then when I repay, I pay 5 rupees as premium on redemption. Now it is an expense. It is a loss, but it will be incurred at the time of redemption when I repay. But I have to provide for it in today's books. What do I provide it as? I provide it under two accounts. One, it is a loss to me, therefore I debit loss or discount, or loss or redemption premium which I incur. And to whom it is payable? It is payable on redemption, towards redemption premium. The entry will be loss account debit to redemption premium account. We will take the transaction, see it specifically. 10% premium, one part we will take. Then redemption premium booking we will take and see how does it work. 4. It is issued at 10% premium. Let us do the entry for issue. What do? We receive 110 rupees on 100,000 shares is 11,000 rupees in thousands. And debenture account is credited with 100, and whatever 10 extra I receive, which I have seen in case of item number 3, this is the entry which we pass. Bank account to 12% debenture account and securities premium account is 1,000. This is the entry. This is so far as the issue is concerned. But we are issuing a debenture which carries a potential loss of 5%, which as a conservative accounting principle has to be provided for now. How do I provide? I provide it as a loss. Towards what? towards premium on redemption. What is the entry? Loss or discount on issue of debentures, 5 rupees into 1 lakh, since it is in thousands, 100 into 5, 500, to premium on redemption of debentures account, 500. This is the second entry. Therefore, if there is a redemption at premium, we need to pass 2 entries instead of 1. This is the only difference, and whatever extra you are going to pay, provide for it as a loss and make a provision today itself as a conservative principle in advance. Loss on discount on issue of debentures. It is booked at the stage of issue towards premium on redemption of debentures. Now, there is one more shortcut here. You have got 2 entries. You can pass a single entry, but the content will be the same. How do I do it? I have got bank 11,000, take to the debit side. I have got loss on issue of debentures 500, take it to the debit side. Go to the first entry, 12% debenture 12,000, 10,000, securities premium 1,000, and premium on redemption of debentures 500. Effectively, what you have done, you have taken entry 1 and entry 2 and you have made entry 3. In your answer to the solution, answer as a solution to the problem, you can either give 2 entries separately to keep it simple. If you want to give a consolidated entry, you can give this entry. That is the reason we are spending some time to understand this. When we go to second, similar thing we can just see here now. In question number 5, issued at par, redeemable at a premium. In the fourth case, it was issued at a premium, redemption at premium. Here issued at par. When I issue at par, I pass an entry bank account to 12% debenture account. But when I redeem at a premium, I provide for loss on issue of debentures to redemption, premium on redemption of debentures, as we saw in the previous case. Or I can pass a single entry, bank 10,000, loss on issue of debentures 500, and then 12% debenture account and premium on redemption of debenture account, a combined entry bypass, which is not complicated. Either you give this or you give this as per your convenience. Go to entry number 6. At 10% discount, it's simple. We issue at a discount, we book a loss in the first entry. Bank account 9,000, issue discount on issue 1,000, to debenture account 10,000. Then redeemable at a premium of 5%. Once again, book the loss. Loss on issue of debentures 500 to premium on redemption of debentures 500, or you can give a consolidated entry as we see here now. Bank, loss on debenture, loss on issue of debenture, 12% debentures, and to premium on redemption of debentures. This will give a perfect answer to a problem of this type and understand very clearly. Now we go to second illustration, illustration number 44. What it says, let us just take it out. Z Limited took over the assets of rupees 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs is the assets taken over, and it also took over liabilities of 80,000. Effectively, it took over assets worth 5,20,000 for 5,40,000. 6 lakhs minus 80,000 is 5,20,000. They should have paid 5,20,000, but they agreed to pay 5,40,000, means they are paying more than what net assets they took. Therefore, they have created a goodwill of 20,000. This is understanding the problem. Then what it says, it has to be satisfied by the issue of 10% debentures of 1,000 each, means they have agreed to pay 5,40,000. 5,40,000 is the consideration to be paid. It is because they have agreed to pay, and it involves assets, liabilities, and also difference being the goodwill. We are paying more than the assets. It says required show the necessary journal entries in the books of Z Limited. Before we get into the books of Z Limited, let us just understand how does it work. When I have to pass an entry, let me not go beyond this. We are purchasing assets. Assets are debited. What is the value? 6 lakhs. And we have paid a goodwill of 20,000. Goodwill is also an asset. 6,20,000. 80,000 is the liability. Credit liability is acquired. Z Limited took this from C Limited. Because we have to pay it to C Limited, we credit C Limited. Now we have to pay C Limited 5,40,000 as per the entry of acquisition. This is just like a purchase to cash or the creditor. This is what we have done. On this entry there is absolutely no confusion. But what the problem expects you to do is, required, show the necessary journal entry in the books of Z Limited, assuming that you have three options. The debentures, we are issuing debentures to them, debentures of 1,000 each. The amount to be paid to them is always 5,40,000, we have agreed. He says, have three situations. Debentures are issued at par. Debentures are issued at 20% premium, or debentures are issued at 10% discount. Simple. What is the price? It is not 1,000 actually. It is a print error. It is 100. Debentures of 100 each. Now, if it is 100 each at par, issue price is 100. At 20% premium, issue price becomes 120. And at a discount, it becomes 90. It is quite simple. And we are issuing debentures of 100 each. Please note this. How many debentures we will issue? For 5,40,000 payment, my debentures are worth 100. I will pay 5,40,000 divided by 100 means 5,400. C equals B by A. Second, in the second situation where my debentures are valued at a premium, I issue less number of debentures. 5,40,000 divided by 120, 4,500 debentures. Number 3, here I issue my debentures at a concessional price of 90 means I end up issuing more debentures. Simply put, 5,400 in the first case, second case 4,500, third case 6,000. What is the face value? Face value is 100 everywhere. Therefore, face value in the first case is C into 100, 5,400, 4,500 into 100, 4,50,000, 6,000 into 100, 6 lakhs. Now it is simple. I am supposed to pay 5,40,000 as per consideration. Face value of my assets is 5,40,000. I am neither giving premium nor giving discount. I am supposed to pay 5,40,000, but I have given him only debentures worth 4,50,000, and the balance 90,000 is nothing but the premium which I am charging of 20%. 20% of 4,50,000 or 5,40,000 minus 450 is equal to 90,000. Similarly, here 5,40,000, but I have agreed to issue debentures worth 6 lakhs because I am giving him a discount of 5,40,000 minus 6 lakhs, 60,000, or 10 into 6,000. Here 20 into 4,500. This is the table from where you pass the entries. In the previous example, we have seen what entry we have to pass when at par, premium and discount. Let us go ahead and see. Entry for payment consideration under three options. When it is issued at par, simple. We have to pay it to C Limited and we are issuing debentures. 5,40,000 into 5,40,000. Yay. Then let's go to second situation. Issued at 20% premium. We are not talking of redemption. C Limited, we are supposed to pay them 5,40,000. We are issuing debentures worth 4,50,000, 90,000 premium. Just put like this, debenture, securities premium. 4,50,000 and 90. Simple. Number 3 is such debentures are issued at 10% discount. When it is 10% discount, what you do is, C Limited, you are supposed to pay 5,40,000. This column is constant. But you issued here 6 lakh because you issued them at a discount. You made a loss, 60,000. This illustration, if you make this working note clear and you understand it fully, this is a simple way of sorting it out. That brings us to a issue of debentures and collection of allotment money. And here we are talking of issue of debentures at a discount. Let us go through the problem. A Limited issued 750, 12% debentures. Debentures allotted is 750. 12% debentures of 1,000 each at a discount of 10% means if its face value is 1,000, the net amount which I receive will be 900. Payable 200 on application, 400 on allotment, and 300 on first and final call. 200 plus 400, 600 plus 300, 900, and there is a discount of 100. That is 10% discount. Public applied for 1,050 debentures. Application for 675 debentures was accepted in full, means they were allotted fully shares, 100%. Means 675 into 200, 1,35,000. Application money due on it, 1,35,000. There is no surplus. Allotment money is at 400. 400 into 675 is 2,70,000. There is no adjustment to be made. We have to collect the money of 2,70,000. First call is 300 into 675, 2,02,500. This is both called and received. That is, we have two entries for this item, making the call, receiving the money. Let's go to second point. Under second point, 150 debentures were allotted only 75, means 50% allotment. On 150, 200 into 150 is 30,000. But what we allotted was 75. 75 into 200 is 15,000. Allotment money due is 400 into 75, 30,000. We have a surplus of 15,000 because we received 30,000. Therefore, adjusted against allotment is 15,000. Any surplus exceeding allotment has to be refunded. We are refunding 15,000. Subsequently, there is a call 300 into 75, 22,500. Then remaining applications were rejected. What were remaining applications? We were told we received totally 1,050. We talked of now 675 and 150. Therefore, the balance we have to derive. Balance is 1,050 minus 675 minus 150 is 225. And we know the terms of payment on application is 200. 200 into 225 is 45,000. This 45,000 has no allotment, and therefore it has to be refunded. Refund to be made is 45,000. This table we make to find out the basis for our passing of entries. Once we make this table, we have understood the whole problem. All monies were duly received, means there is no calls in arrears. Whatever we state in this table, it is going to happen and the money is going to come. We have to remember only one thing. There is a discount on issue of debentures, 100 rupees. 100 into 750 is 75 10,000 is the discount. We have to pass an entry because we will be receiving only 900 per unit. All monies were. Now we have the working note and it is easier to pass the entries. First entry, we received application money on 1050 at the rate of 200. We received 2,10,000. We pass the entry. Bank account debit to 12% debenture application account, being receipt of money with 1050 debenture applications at the rate of 200, 2,10,000. Second entry is we have allotted 750 application money on 750 is 1,50,000. Therefore, 12% debenture application account 1,50,000 to debenture account is 1,50,000. Third, allotment money at the rate of 400 into 750 is 3 lakhs. And we have given a discount of 100 rupees. That is a loss which we should book at the stage of allotment as a resolution itself. Number of shares is 750 into 100 is 75,000. 3 lakhs is allotment money. Total debenture account has to be credited 3,75,000 and debenture allotment 3 lakhs. Loss or discount on allotment of debentures is 75,000. This is the entry we pass to make the allotment and book the discount of 100 per share. Once we do that, now we go into appropriation of application money. Application money was 2,10,000 received. 150 is the application money. 60,000 is the surplus. Out of 60,000, 15,000 is adjusted against allotment and 45,000, since the applications are rejected, we have to refund. This is the entry we pass. Debenture application account debit 60,000 to bank account 45,000 and to debenture allotment account 15,000 because this is adjusted against allotment. Then comes allotment money balance due. In case of 675, we have to receive 270, and in case of 175 shares, we have to receive 15 because we have already received 15. This is received in cash or it is banked because there are no arrears. Every money was duly received. Company receives 2,85,000. Bank account to debenture allotment account 2,85,000. In case of calls, we make a call of 2,25,000. We receive money of 225,000. Therefore, there are two entries. When I make the call, debenture first and final call to debenture account 2,25,000. And when I receive the money, bank account to 12% debenture first and final call account 2,25,000. Now, with this, you have passed entries, and it is very simple to cross check. First, bank account to debenture application 2,10,000. Second, 12% debenture application to bank, we refunded 45,000, that we book it here. Third, we have got bank account to debenture allotment, we received 2,85,000. Then we have got the call money, we received 2,25,000, and that brings us to a net amount of 7,20,000 minus 45,000, 6,75,000. Subsequently, debenture account credited 1,50,000, debenture account credited 3,75,000, means 5,25,000 aggregate. 525 plus 225 is 7,50,000. This is what we have got here as 7,50,000. Then we have got one entry which talks of discount account 75,000 to debenture, means negative against debenture 75,000. Total is 6,75,000, which is the matching figure of the ledger account. This journalize the transactions. This process helps you close it the way you do in the normal course. Instead of shares, here we are talking of applications. And this is the journal entry, which comes very handy when you present it at the end along with the working note. Hope you found it interesting. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.